Surprise, motherfucker.
These hands are rated E for everyone. That's for every woman, man, and child on this earth existence.
What? What the fuck?
What is a prime? The Oxford Dictionary states that a prime is a machine or a person of the utmost importance or of the best quality. Excellent, they say. Very exemplary of...
My name is Optimus Prime. I'm from the planet Cybertron.
Just by hearing his voice, you can tell that this man just radiates honor, courage, and a whole lot of respect. Yo, but what if that Prime was this sweet-looking boy corrupted by grief, greed, jealousy, and a whole lot of anger issues?
Run.
So Superboy Prime first showed up in 1985 in DC's 50-year anniversary Special Crisis Over event. He came from the planet Krypton, but his origin differs a little bit from the original Superman's origin. Like, instead of him being sent to Earth on a ship, he was teleported to Earth Prime by his parents before Krypton's destruction. Earth Prime is an Earth where the DC universe is a fictional universe written in the comic book. It's like the world that we live in, but in comics, you get it? He grew up a normal life with no powers. His parents was Jerome Thornton Kent and Naomi Clarky Kent, not...
Why did you say that name?
Exactly. And his parents had the wildest decision to name him after a literal comic book character. Oh my god, he will be bullied heavily. And bullied he did. He grew up a normal life without any powers manifesting. Well, that is until a costume party with his friends and girlfriend as Heyy comet passed by Earth Prime. That's when he just suddenly started floating and flying into space as the comet had activated his dormant powers. He then bumped into Superman in space, who had been misplaced in the multiverse when he ended up here. So the OG Superman goes on an adventure with the now Superboy of Earth Prime, teaching him the ropes on how to use his powers. After the day is passed and their adventure is done, they'll go back to their house to say goodbye to Superboy's Prime parents and his girlfriend, who were worried heavily as they had called the police. They fly off into the distance and go on to one of the aliens' teleportation systems that teleports them up to the other heroes heading into the battlefield against the Anti-Monitor in the Crisis on Infinite. After the events of the Crisis on Infinite Earth, Superboy Prime was whisked off to the Paradise Dimension alongside the OG old Superman Kal-El, with an L, not an E-L-L, Lois Lane, his wife, and Alexander Luthor, the son of the good Lex Luthor on Earth 3. And with the ending of Crisis on Infinite Earth, DC had decided never to use these guys again, as their purpose in the bigger picture in the landscape of DC was done. Well, that is until... Infinite Crisis saw the return of Superboy Prime after he and the others in the Paradise Dimension had witnessed and how the new heroes were handling their new world, how they were being actual heroes. Well, they were failing, which was exemplary of Wonder Woman brutally killing Maxwell Lord while she had him tied up. Maxwell Lord had killed Blue Beetle a few weeks before right now, so it was kinda justified. But the problem is, it was aired out to the whole entire world to see, and well, it caused a big controversy. So Superboy Prime punches the bloody dimensional wall to free them from the Paradise Dimension on a mission to wipe out this world and this universe and replace it with the new one. However, Superboy Prime had his own plan. So you see, he was so headstrong on the title of Superboy that when he saw Connor Kent, the current Superboy, who was a clone of Superboy and Lex Luthor, Connor Kent, who didn't want to be a hero and was also living the life that Superboy Prime thought he was robbed of since his universe was wiped out in the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline. He loathed this boy since he set his eyes on him. So he attacked... Ooh, hold up. You know what? I need a total evidence file cabinet on this absolute brutal beating Superboy Prime gave Superboy, Connor Kent, and his friends. Oh my god. Okay, docket 1. The first file contains brutalities, decapitation on the blending machine level, arm stretching and ass whooping that rivals Vice President Madara Uchiha. Shout out the YouTube creator Today the Champ, man, I love your content. Now, after Superboy Prime was done with Alexander Luthor's plans, he headed for the Kent house.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Almost gave Mrs. Kent a heart attack on arrival. That's when, who the fuck is you? I'm a replacement. Replacement? Boy, if you don't get your red underwear on top of your fancy tidy whitey coffee looking ass, boy.
Yep.
Prime started wrecking his shit through the whole of Smallville. It ain't even funny. I mean, the beating was so bad that Krypto the dog hopped in to save Superboy, but the dog was just thrown to the side like last week's rotten Easter eggs. Shit, he didn't have to do the dog like that, and Connor agrees, getting up with eyes viciously red with rage. That's it, come on you mother. Prime bitch slapped Connor with the car like your local pimp on the Johnson Boulevard. This man kept the torment on 100. He just laughing. I think his head is broken or something. He called in reinforcements in the form of the Titans, who had bought the Doom Patrol. We had also bought the Justice Society for America. Shit, there is no way this man is coming out of this alive, right? Right? These hands are rated E for everyone. That's for every woman, man, and child on this earth as he starts wrecking the living shit out of everybody. This man is a one-man wrecking crew. He is a one-man Navy, Air Force, and Space Force as he's popping heads like grapes, punching holes into people's chests, ripping arms off, ripping people in half. He is in a living war path and everybody is prey. Well, that is until Wally, Bart, and Jake Garrick, the Flashies, come on the scene and job this nigga, pushing him into the Speed Force. Even Barry Allen comes from the dead to pull Prime in as he died in Crisis on Infinite Earths. They struggle with all their might, but eventually they pull him through into the Speed Force. Docket 2. This file contains orderly beatings and mass murder. 4 hours later, while the heroes were battling the Olmecs that were under the control of Alexander Luthor, Superboy Prime just pops back up on the scene in his new armor that's just dripping with sauce. It had been 4 hours for everybody on the scene right now, but it had been 4 years for him inside the Speed Force since time moves ridiculously fast in there. He had crafted his new armor after the Anti-Monitor's armor. Its main purpose? Store and feed him solar radiation. He got to work on both the heroes and villains of Earth. First thing he does, he beast slaps back Adam into Earth's ass. He spots the Titans and tells them, last time they were fighting, he was holding back. You know, the last time he almost murdered all of them, but this time he's gonna go straight for the kill as he heads for Nightwing, who's just a sitting drunk right now. That's when Superboy Connor Kent comes in tackling Prime. Round 2 as the boys gets to scrapping. Superboy Connor Kent does manage to get some licks in, but he ain't winning round 2 either. Prime catches the man's fist in mid-air and breaks his hand with no effort, mind you. That's when Connor tackles him straight into the Anti-Monitor's machine. Good news, the universe is not gonna end today. The bad news is Superboy Connor Kent dies on the spot and Superboy Prime is pissed. He's totally livid. Then he gets this bright idea. He heads for Oa, blowing past everybody. He's going straight forward. He wants to annihilate everybody. He's slowed down by a 300-mile thick wall of pure willpower that is set up by the Green Lanterns. Prime still doesn't give a fuck while he destroys a litany of lanterns. Rings just flying off their holders, searching for new recruits. This man ain't holding nothing back. That's when the two Supermen rush him through a meteorite of pure kryptonite, which doesn't do anything since kryptonite doesn't affect him. That's when they run this motherfucker through a red sun. His armor gets stripped off of him and his power starts to disappear. In his blind rage, he kills the OG Superman. Rest in peace, the OG first superhero man. Yo, Carl with an L, you were great. That's when Carl with an EL comes in, kicks Superboy Prime like it's nobody's business and manages to knock him out before he himself collapses on the floor with exhaust. Prime gets captured by the Green Lanterns, who imprison him inside a containment field inside the red sun of Krypton that negates his powers. He carves a damn Superman symbol into his chest, vowing to escape this prison and kill them all, which he will do. I mean, like, he has a bunch of feats. We'll discuss them in the next video. Guys, thank you for watching. It's been your boy, the Rambling Romix, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.